Dana Vollmer, thanks very much for sitting down with us.
Yeah, nice to see you.
How are you doing?
Good, really well.
How'd you get into swimming?
I started swimming, I was in my first swim meet when I was 5.
Wow.
My mom was a swim coach. We lived in New York. And so basically I've been in a little backpack ever since I was born on the pool deck. I started swimming summer league after that from like 5 to 11. And then at 11, we decided to make the switch to year-round swimming, kind of get way more serious about it, start doing doubles, start doing weights, start training, stuff like that. And once I was in high school, I really decided that swimming was the sport for me and really picked up my training. And then in high school, when I was 16, was when I made the 2004 Olympics.
What was that like to be a 16-year-old at the Olympics? I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had great role models. My teammate, Natalie Coughlin, she really calmed me down. She just kept telling me to swim my own race. And I think as a 16-year-old, I was really just in shock that I was there to begin with. And I just kept telling myself that it's the same pool, it's the same length, it's a lane that I've trained in all the time.
So you came home from that first Olympics with Natalie, the relay team, with a gold medal at 16 years old.
It was really unreal, just being on the podium and hearing the national anthem play, and you just kind of reflect on all the training that you've done, how many, friends would go out or go to late night movies, and how many times you say no or whatever it is, all the discipline that came with that, the early mornings, going to bed early, and just the dedication that it takes.
I know it hasn't always been easy. In 2003 you had the heart surgery.
Well, in 2003, my heart rate would spike at about 250. I could just be sitting here with a heart rate of like 60, and then it would just go to 250, and it would take about 5 minutes for us to get it back down. Having surgery, they fixed it, but they discovered random patterns of long QT syndrome. It's kind of the resting period that your heartbeat takes will take too long and can just not start again. To hear that it was one of the leading causes of sudden death in athletes, and that if you're diagnosed with the syndrome, you're not allowed to do athletics.
Did that make you want to stop at any point?
I had always swam. How could someone tell me that I might not be able to swim anymore? I decided I was going to continue swimming, and all that stress went on to my mom. She carried around the defibrillator just in case it didn't start when I was training. She said that she would come in the middle of the night and just make sure that I was still breathing. They said, if I had had a nightmare, then I could just kind of die in my sleep. It just really showed how much strength she had.
She sounds amazing.
She's definitely been a rock with my swimming.
The defibrillator, it's always on the pool deck when you're swimming?
It's not anymore. It's kind of, they say that it's more common between the ages of like 14 and 21. They didn't see any more of the pattern, so they cleared me.
Because you'd never touch it, right? You'd never wanted to touch the defibrillator.
Right, that was part of me just blocking it out and saying that I didn't believe it wasn't happening, so that was my way of coping with it.
What did it represent to you?
It kind of represented that I was breakable, that something could happen to me when I was racing. Carrying it around was admitting all of that.
Do you feel like you're unbreakable? Is that how you felt growing up as a swimmer?
I felt that I could do anything, that I could kind of accomplish anything I wanted.
Do you feel unbreakable again?
I feel kind of like I did when I was younger, that I can, if I put my mind to anything, that I can do it.
That brings us nicely on to 2012. Can you share your goals with us?
I tend to try to think day by day, kind of assess where I am, how much can I do that day, how can I get better that day, and then if I do that every day, then I'm going to be at the best place possible in 2012. I swim because I enjoy it. I love it. I have fun going to practice. I enjoy being with my teammates. I have fun racing. That's what drives me. If I get the individual medal that I would love to have, that would be amazing. If I don't, I have still loved the journey.
Well, we're all going to be cheering for you. Dana, thank you so much.
Thank you.